Thanks for joining us on our 85-day adventure across Europe. This is our second video. I'm Jeff.
And I'm Lisa.
And we're keeping on adventures.
After spending 3 days in London, we caught an early morning train on the Avanti West line to Glasgow. The ride took about 4.5 hours. It was very comfortable. We had a seat with a table in front of it. It had outlets so we could plug in our phones. And of course restrooms, and there was a dining car where you could get coffee if you wanted to, or hot tea. And along the way we got to see some really beautiful countryside.
We chose Glasgow Central Station as it was very close to our Enterprise rental car, which was one of the cheaper cities to pick up and return a car.
Here is Jeff driving in the left lane in Scotland. Oh, it turned right when you did. So far, so good. He got us out of the city streets and onto the interstate. So if you can smile, smile.
This was my first time to drive on the right-hand side of the car on the left-hand lane. So we did watch a few videos before we went, but it didn't take too long till I started to feel comfortable about the whole driving experience.
So with this day having the long train ride and then a drive, we wanted to find a place to get out and stretch our legs and do some walking. So we found a place called the Hermitage Woodland Walk. It's in Perthshire. It's a 1-mile hike through wild trees and Douglas firs. These are some of the tallest trees in Britain. And it was alongside waterfalls, rapids, swirling pools, and several stone structures.
That night we stayed in Dundee at a Staybridge Suites, which had a full kitchen and was really a neat place to stay and one of the cheapest places we've stayed. We took a walk around the city, which was right there on the water, and walked by this VA concrete building, which was inspired by cliff faces. There is a research ship that is a 3-masted research ship used by Captain Scott and Ernest Shackleton on their pioneering Antarctic expedition that is located on the waterfront. Just a really pretty city, place to go and explore for the afternoon, evening.
Originally, we had planned to stay several days in Edinburgh, but because of an arts festival going on, it was really crowded and it was hard to find a hotel there. So instead, we decided just to take a train and make it a day trip.
The train in Edinburgh drops you off right in the central Old Town area. There's lots of restaurants in the train station, and just a short walk takes you to the Royal Mile.
I really enjoyed walking up and down the cobblestone streets of the Royal Mile. Because it was Edinburgh's art festival time, I expected to see a lot of booths with visual arts, paintings, and so forth for sale. But actually, this arts festival focuses more on performing arts. So as we walked up and down the street, enjoying all the churches and buildings there, we were constantly meeting street performers and actors trying to sell tickets and get people interested in coming to their plays later in the day.
The other event that was happening in Edinburgh when we were there was called A Call to Gather. It's the theme of the Royal Edinburgh Military Tattoo. It takes place on the iconic outdoor Edinburgh Castle area, and it draws inspiration from Scotland's historic tradition of the clans gathering together and performing in kind of a competition. The Royal Air Force serves as the lead military branch for the performance, and it highlights over 800 performers, including the thunderous mass pipes and drums, which has intricate Highland dancers and international drill teams. Unfortunately, they were sold out months in advance and we weren't able to go, but it was neat being able to walk in that general area and see what was being done each evening.
Edinburgh served as the primary place where J.K. Rowling wrote a lot of her Harry Potter books. And Victoria Street is said to have been the inspiration for Dagon's Alley. There's a cafe there called the Elephant House, where she wrote portions of her early novels.
Along the Royal Mile, there are plenty of stores and places to go in, but there's also these close, which is pronounced like clos. It's a narrow historic alleyway or passageway that runs off a main street, and they're all over on the Royal Mile, and they're neat to duck into and see what's behind them. We finally made it to the end of the Royal Mile, which ended in Holyrood Park. Thankfully, they got some Scottish water where you can refill your drinks. There also is the Scottish Parliament and the Holyrood Palace.
Next, we started our hike up to St. Anthony's Chapel ruins and Arthur's Seat. The chapel ruins were a really neat little area on the way where we could look over a lake and take a quick break before we started the rest of the way up.
There are plenty of opportunities for seeing the city view, and the hike up to Arthur's Seat is not difficult, but it is long if you make it all the way to the top. After hiking to the top of Arthur's Seat, we decided to go ahead and go a little bit down and then back up to Salisbury Crags. which is another hill not quite as tall as Arthur's Seat, but it does give you additional views of the city.
We headed back down the mountain into the old town again and visited the National Museum of Scotland. It's a massive museum, free admittance, and we saw a lot of stunning Victorian ironwork and large animals and just so many wonderful things to see there.
On the way to Greyfriars Church and Cemetery, you pass this statue of a terrier dog, and the story is this was a dog that belonged to a police officer, or a Bobby, and when that police officer died, the dog came and sat on his grave for 14 years every day. So now if you rub the dog's nose, it's for good luck.
The Greyfriars Kirkyard is world famous. It's thought to be haunted or have ghost stories, and it's tied to the Harry Potter stories. Apparently, you can find headstones there with the name of Thomas Riddle and William McGonagall.
Our final stop for the day was at Calton Hill. We walked back across the North Bridge and up the steps to Calton Hill. It was packed, and it's a very historic Greek-style monument. Get some very good views from here, and you can watch the evening sky as it hits the buildings as the sun goes down. We returned back to the station, grabbed some dinner before catching our train back to our hotel.